Almighty God, we thank you, Lord, for this time to gather here. And I pray your blessings, Lord, upon this meeting and upon the leaders that you've brought here. God, we might glorify you and let your peace and presence reign in our hearts and our minds and our city. Pour out your Spirit and bring discernment and grace to everyone here. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You all received minutes on your tablets, and I assume you've got time to go over. We would entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have minutes. We have one public hearing this evening. It's for an ordinance to approve and adopt current replacement pages to the Fairmont City Code. I declare this public hearing open. Is there anyone here to speak in favor of the ordinance?
Mayor and Council, Robin Gomez, City Manager. This is a fairly routine ordinance adoption. It happens twice a year, Regina? Twice a year, just to codify all the ordinances that Council adopts throughout the year. So nothing overly challenging or exciting or controversial.
Yeah. Anybody else to speak in favor of? Anyone to speak against? I declare this public hearing closed. Announcements. Start out with Councilmember Mary Ann Moran.
I just want to put a plug in. I guess it's for DD at TV19. They're going to be broadcasting live on TV19 Fairmont on Facebook. The candidates forum on September 4th and 5th, beginning at 5:15 DD. So I encourage you to look that up on Facebook, and if you cannot attend, at least you can watch it on live stream. Thanks.
I just have a sad comment. We lost two gentlemen that contributed greatly to this community this weekend. A businessman, Dallas Boyer, and an educator in Roger Purdue. So they will be greatly missed in this area.
Brad?
Nothing tonight, thanks.
Councilman Strait.
Touch a little bit on what Frank just said. Dallas Boyer, I go way back. He belongs to the Marine Corps League, which I'm affiliated with. I don't think there was a hateful bone in this man's body. And even if you try to lure him that way, he wouldn't go there. So everything he did was for the community. I know him and my dad worked together a lot of times on small business and things like that. So condolences to his family and also to John Purdue. A man will be sorely missed. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Mason.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Councilmember Brown.
I just want to thank the Rotary Club. I appreciate seeing their flags out again to celebrate Labor Day. And I think that's a wonderful program that they have for us to do. And also I'd like to encourage people to come and see Dee Dee's program live up while the people are actually talking. They are invited to come there. They don't have to stay home and watch TV and actually talk with some of the candidates after they speak. So it's an important thing.
Councilmember Warner.
I have nothing. Thank you.
Okay, I have nothing either. We have one citizen's petition this evening. Sherry Kinder. Come forward to the mic, state your name, your address, and you have 5 minutes to talk to council.
Thank you. you. My name is Sherry Hinder, and I'm the Executive Director. Better? Is that better? Yeah.
Well, deduct that from your phone.
Thank you for that, so now I can calm down a little. I'm the director at Rising Stars, Reset Incorporated Rising Stars After School Program. We're located right here in the downtown Fairmont area on the corner of Monroe and High Street. Some of you may know it as the Old Miles Chapel Church. We are on our second day of program for this year. We provided a program all last year to children throughout the area from pre-K up through 8th grade. So we served JN, Watson, and the West Middle School. We currently have enrolled 32 students for the fall term, and today we served 21 students. I came before you tonight basically to give you some information about our program because we're here in the community and we focus on academics. We don't do sports. We're looking at trying to academically get our children in this area to master all of the requirements that the school system has set out for them. I did some research on it and found that our children are not meeting the standards. They just are not meeting it, and we have to help in whatever way we can. So what we do is we provide tutors from Fairmont,
State.
Fairmont State University. My alma mater. So we have tutors from there. We have volunteers from West High. We also have full-time volunteer staff that come in 5 days a week, sometimes 6, do whatever needs to be done. There's no paid staff. We do collaborate with the Fairmont Community Youth Development Center, and my partner in crime is Miss Regina. Okay, and I know most of you would know her. Last year we did a multitude of programs that were designed to help the kids. We did everything we could related to, at that time it was called STEM, and then it changed to STREAM. So now we do science, technology, reading, engineering, and math at the center. What we're branching out into this year is because we want to improve their social skills and their understanding of their place within this community and their responsibility to this community, is we're also introducing financial literacy and responsibility and an anti-bullying program. Okay, so there's a lot that we're trying to do for them and with them, and you will probably hear from me asking you for whatever help you could offer, including allowing the children to come and sit through a council meeting so they understand, or at least are not intimidated by what goes on here. They don't even know or recognize that it's here. And it might be a bit much for a first or second grader, but as they hit the middle school and they're getting ready to go on into high school, they need this exposure. And they need it badly. They need to know what the county commission does, what the city council does, that your jobs are important. So we wanted to get in front of you to say we're here and that we would love your assistance or help or your ideas. And Ms. Regina Bruce is going to come up because she is the program coordinator at the center, and she can tell you a little bit more. You got 2 minutes.
I know,
maybe
I'll have a minute because I don't talk very. Yeah, pretty much I'm the program coordinator of the program. We are doing the STREAM program, like Sherry said. It's really important that our kids across the board be exposed to that program and that curriculum. So like our second day today, we actually went into stations and they actually were able to move about and they really enjoyed that. So just to be able to expose them to something a little bit more than what they're getting at school, and just really be positive influence on their lives. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for us?
Thanks for what you all do for the kids. And you don't need an invitation from us to bring them. They can come at any time and watch this city council meeting. So just come on down.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you. Anybody else have any? Okay.
Can we ask a question?
Sure.
How many, you mentioned how many children, you mentioned the basic age group, but is there a starting age and an ending age, and how do these kids come to you? Is it by referral, or how do you get your clientele?
We serve pre-K. As long as they're in the public school system,
Okay.
we will accept them.
Okay.
And what we did was we advertised on all the social media that we could, and we made applications available to people in the community. Last year, a lot of it was just word of mouth, but this year we're using more of the traditional social media tactics. And we were going to lock it out at 30 students to make sure that we can actually serve the number of students that we have, but slipped in. Plus, we know that as the weather changes, we will start to lose them, and the numbers fluctuate due to sports.
Sure.
So it won't; these numbers won't stay this high all the time.
Very impressive what you're attempting to do, and like you said, there's a lot on that plate that you're talking about that I can't think of any part of it that wasn't important. So congratulations on trying to do what you're trying to do. It's impressive.
Thank you. Is there any other questions or just thoughts? Because I know I had one, but I'm old, so as soon as I thought of it, then I should say it, I forgot it.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. City manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Wanted to again welcome back a lot of visitors and 8 to 9 month residents of our city. They returned within the last couple of weeks. Our Fairmont State and Pierpont Community Technical College students, as I think everyone's aware, classes began a couple of weeks ago, and so a lot more people here that have an increase in their enrollment, apparently at least a 10% increase over the prior year, so it has been a little bit busier on the roads and streets, and we really do appreciate everyone's patience and understanding and trying to navigate, especially around Locust Avenue and around the university. And also we welcome back all of our public school students that began last Wednesday, the 22nd. Appreciate everybody again paying attention to the school buses and all the kids walking to and from school, and we'll be in school all the way, hopefully. I think the last day is in May, barring any snow days or any other things that may delay school or prolong it into June. Also, yesterday morning, our contractor, Stone Paving, and the milling company that they use began our 2018 milling and paving. They began on Morgantown Avenue from East Park Merchant Street heading toward Heyman Street. They completed that yesterday, as well as Heyman Street and Clay, and they continued this morning on the other side of the connector and then came back and milled Morgantown Avenue from Heyman all the way down to East Park. So we do appreciate everyone's patience, understanding. Please keep in mind that it is a construction zone. We ask that people slow down. In addition, I think you're going to be slowed down by trying to navigate around some of the raised manhole sewer covers and other gate valves, so please exercise caution. The businesses are open along particularly Morgantown Avenue, so folks are able to navigate. You may have to take a slight detour to get to the businesses, but they are open. People were visiting them today, so that will continue. Tomorrow, paving will begin on Leonard Street, Leonard Road, Leonard Hall, well, the other one on the other side of Leonard. Leonard, anyway, it's off of Pleasant Valley Road, the last street before you get into Pleasant Valley. Then Leonard Hall and continuing on Wiley and Carter Streets and then going across to the other side of the connector. So the contract, one contractor will be milling, Morgantown will be paving the streets that I mentioned on one side, and then Morgantown Avenue, the milling will continue from East Park all the way down to Lafayette Street. So a little bit different than in prior years, but this is how the contractor wanted to complete the paving as soon and safely as possible after milling a pretty main road such as Morgantown Avenue. So we appreciate everyone's cooperation. Please let us know of anything that may need further attention. I wanted also to share with council on our economic development. I've said several times how appreciative we are and continue to be of obviously commercial, industrial investment into the city, but it is just as important the property owners, residential property owners, whether they're owner occupied or rental properties. And we did see quite an increase in the number of building permits and the valuations of repairs and remodeling and rehabilitation of residential properties. Again, both owner-occupied and rental properties. And just to give an example, last July of 2017, we had $636,000 worth of renovations or 98 building permits. This past July or last month, we increased to 100, well, the folks that live in Fairmont, property owners, pulled 143 permits for 1.4 million worth of improvements and enhancements. So it's a very positive sign, and it shows that the economy is fairly well, and we hope that continues. But at the same time, it's a good indicator that people are reinvesting in their own properties, which is what we want our community to do to alleviate having in the future dozens to hundreds of abandoned, blighted, and falling down structures. So that is greatly appreciated. Our building and inspection staff do a phenomenal job answering questions in person, over the phone, anytime our building inspectors are out making the inspections. So again, we appreciate their work, and let us know of anything needing attention. We similarly continue with our citywide beautification efforts, and anybody that's driven down Adams Street or Jackson can see that the planters this summer, fared significantly better than last year. They are blooming with flowers overflowing. My daughter keeps asking me when they're going to touch the sidewalk. I said, well, hopefully nobody will pull it down. But, in addition to that, and ensuring that we keep trash and debris clean, Republic Services is doing an incredible job in picking up throughout the city. I have seen some trash piles that were probably about I measured it was probably about 20 feet long by about 8 feet tall and about 6 feet deep with the amount of trash. Here somebody was renovating their property, but Republic picked up all the trash, and they continue to do a very good job. And as well as they should be, because as a reminder, our garbage, trash, recycling fees, we are beginning the third year of the 5-year agreement with Republic Services, and that agreement we will all see a 3% increase. So and again, this is for residential trash, garbage, and recycling only. But our monthly rate, or everyone's monthly rate, will increase from $17.25 per month to $17.75. In addition to that, we are required by the Public Service Commission, or Republic is required to bill a fuel surcharge, which is 5.72% of that amount, or $1.02 of the new rate, again, which will be $17.75 per month. So the total monthly trash, garbage, recycling amount will be, as of September the 1st, $18.77 per month, or on everyone's utility bill, it will show garbage $37.54. As a reminder, our utility bills are for 2 months, not for 1 month. Like we keep hearing from folks that say, my monthly water bill is $200 a month. Well, for First, it's not just your water, it's water, sewer, stormwater, garbage, street maintenance, street sweeping, and possibly fire fee and stormwater fees, and the utility tax on water and sewer. So it's more than just your water, and it is also for a 2-month period, or approximately 60 days of service. So that everybody will begin to see that with their next bid for specifically the increase for garbage. And again, we're in year 3 of 5 years, and the next 2 years will similarly see a 3% increase. And if anybody does have any questions about their utility bill, please call our customer service, call City Hall. There's a sample bill on our internet site. There's plenty of information out there that explains what everything that I said is on everyone's utility bill. And other than that, everyone have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and remember there's lots of activities, lots of high school, college, pro sporting events out there within a couple hours drive. And although I noticed both high schools do not play at home this weekend, which is kind of odd. So the next home game, I believe, is not until the next home high school football game is on the 13th, which is Thursday. And Fairmont State has a home football game on September the 8th. In addition to soccer, volleyball, and other sports that are happening throughout the week. So, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Item 1 under consideration, council business, is the adoption of an ordinance. Is there a motion to adopt the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please read the ordinance by title.
An ordinance to approve and adopt current replacement pages to Fairmont City Code.
Clerk, please call for a vote.
Councilmember Yan.
Yes.
Councilmember Mason.
Yes.
Councilmember Merrifield.
Yes.
Councilmember Warner.
Yes.
Councilmember Moran.
Yes.
Councilmember Grubb.
Yes.
Councilmember Harger.
Yes.
Councilmember Straight.
Yeah.
Mayor Manella.
Yes. Okay, the ordinance passes unanimously. Item number 2 is the introduction, first reading, and to set a public hearing for an ordinance. Is there a motion to set the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
The clerk, please read the ordinance by synopsis.
An ordinance approving and supplementing the provisions of Part 1 Administrative Code, Chapter 7, Boards and Commissions and Authorities, Article 171, Parking Authority, and Section .08 rates thereof, to provide for and establish a $25 deposit to secure the return of equipment. By this proposed ordinance, the Council for the City of Fairmont requires all lessees who lease a vehicle parking space from the City of Fairmont to deposit $25 to ensure the return of any parking equipment, including any hang tag, access card, or reusable sticker which provides access to a parking facility or establishes the lessee right to park, which deposit is subject to forfeiture upon the lessee's failure to return the equipment at the expiration or termination of the lease. Further, if the equipment requires replacement during the lease term, an additional deposit of $25 is required prior to replacement.
All in favor of setting the public hearing, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that will be at the September 11th council meeting. Item number 3 is the adoption of a resolution. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution? So moved.
Second.
The clerk, please read the resolution by title.
A resolution of the Council of the City of Fairmont endorsing the 13th Annual Feast of the Seven Fishes Festival, sponsored by Main Street Fairmont Incorporated, to be held in the City of Fairmont's Downtown Historic District on Saturday, December 8, 2018. This proposed resolution provides the City of Fairmont's endorsement of Main Street Fairmont's 13th Annual Feast of the Seven Fishes Festival, which is slated to be held in the city's Downtown Historic District on Saturday, December 8, 2018. This resolution contains a disclaimer that by this endorsement, no relationship is created between the City of Fairmont and Main Street Fairmont.
Will the clerk please call for a vote?
Councilmember Warner?
Yes.
Councilmember Straight?
Yeah.
Councilmember Harger,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yes.
Councilmember Moran,
Yes.
Councilmember Yan,
Yes.
Councilmember Merrifield,
Yes.
Mayor Manella,
Yes.
Councilmember Grubb.
Yes.
Okay, the resolution passes. Item number 4 is also the adoption of a resolution. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Would the clerk please read the resolution by title?
A resolution to Council of the City of Fairmont endorsing the holiday market sponsored by the Rotary Club of South Fairmont and the United Way of Marion County to be held on Saturday, November 17, 2018 at Morris Park in conjunction with the celebration of lights. This proposed resolution provides the City of Fairmont's support for the holiday market to be held on Saturday, November 17, 2018 at Morris Park in conjunction with the celebration of lights. This event is sponsored by the Rotary Club of South Fairmont and the United Way of Marion County. This resolution contains a disclaimer that by supporting this event, no relationship is created between the City of Fairmont and the event sponsors.
She reads them the right way, Kevin, regardless of how I pronounce it. So, yeah. I'll figure it out one of these days. It is what he means. Would the clerk please call for a vote?
Councilmember Merrifield,
Yes.
Councilmember Grubb,
Yes.
Councilmember Moran,
Yes.
Councilmember Warner,
Yes.
Councilmember Harger,
Yes.
Councilmember Yan,
Yes.
Councilmember Straight,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yes.
Mayor Manella.
Yes. Okay, the resolution passes. I want to call us into executive session pursuant to West Virginia Code and make a motion to go into executive session pursuant to West Virginia Code 6-9A-4B 2A and City Charter Section 2.11A 1A to consider matters arising from the appointment, employment, retirement, promotion, transfer, demotion, disciplining, resignation, discharge, dismissal, or compensation of a public officer. Is there a motion? I made the motion. Is there a second? Second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Straight,
Yes.
Councilmember Merrifield,
Yes.
Councilmember Moran,
Yes.
Councilmember Grubb,
Yes.
Councilmember Warner,
Yes.
Councilmember Harger,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yes.
Councilmember Yan,
Yes.
Mayor Manella.
Yes. And we will conduct no business